Have you subscribed to our YouTube channel? But by the way, we are either offended or taking taking an offensive stand. Now, welcome to this new series. My name is John Kimani. Now, let the truth be said, for most of us, we are living offended lives. And we are wounded and we are hurt. We are hurt by churches. We are hurt by our pastors. We are hurt by our politicians. We are hurt by almost everybody that we live with in this world. But the question we need to ask ourselves, how is it that we can live a life of not being irritated, the ability to move on with life? The answer is simple, is by having a loving attitude. And if you look at it, we can say when we live a loving attitude, we understand that we will be able to live a life that is of or will be able to do what Christ called us to do, and that is being rising above irritations and taking advantage. Taking maximum. Seizing the opportunities that comes our way. Now, in 1 Corinthians 13, verse 5, is Paul described love as not arrogant and not irritable or resentive. And let's answer the question, why do we get irritated easily? We get offended easily because we lack love in our hearts. Because when we are full of love, we do not have the space for rudeness. We do not have the space for arrogant speech when we talk in a disrespectable manner, because we are full of love. Again, we get offended easily because we want things to go our way. Love does not insist on doing things our own way. We surrender selfishness and we allow other people to get ahead of our lives. Number 3, we get offended easily when because we want because we do not anticipate to be offended by others. By the way, if you want to live a peaceful life, a life that will not be offended by others, then you must be ready and anticipate that from time to time people will offend you. And then number 4, we get irritated easily because we have a record. We maintain a list of things that others have done against us. And the Bible actually tells us that love does not count up the wrongs that have been done. And that is what we call love, that you do not keep a record of the things that have been done to you. And then again, we get offended by others because, as we've said, we want things to go our way and not their way. So when things don't get our way, we stamp we assert ourselves forcefully when we force things to go our way without minding whether other people will be offended or not. And then finally, when we fail to forgive, the failure to forgive again is absence of love. Dear ones, we will be offended by others in this life, and one of the quickest way of dealing with offenses in our own lives is when you use the 3P formula. That is, you pray, take time to go before God, ask Him to help you to be able to forgive others and not to take those offenses so seriously. And then you partner with people who are loving, who are caring, who are full of love. And then number 3, you need to gain perspective from God's word. I just want to believe that this series is helping you. And until next week, such a time as this, my name is John Kimani. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And remember what you always say, inawezekana.